Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Before we proceed, allow me to introduce myself formally. My name is Wan Ainul Mardia binti Wan Nur Faisal Amri and I will be serving as the chairperson for today's meeting. Thank you all for attending and for being punctual. Our meeting will focus on the educational field trip reports from 5 countries. Before that, I would like to invite each participant to introduce themselves. Nashira, you may begin.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nashirah binti Ismail. I'm from Faculty of Islamic Studies.
Hi, my name is Siti Mardia binti Ahmad Zaidi. I am from Faculty of Islamic Studies.
Hello everyone, my name is Siti Nur Inshira binti Muhammad Suraidi. I am also from the Faculty of Islamic Studies.
Hi everyone, my name is Nadia Umishaira Miti Miftah. I'm from Faculty Islamic Studies.
Okay, thank you everyone for the clear introduction. We will now move on the objective of today's meeting. The main objective of today's meeting, it is firstly, we need to present the findings gathered from each country during the field trip. Next, we need to compare and analyze the difference and similarities between each location. Next, we need to identify lesson learned, how this insight can be applied in our own academic and professional context. And lastly, we need to summarize key conclusion for future reference and documentation. All participants are encouraged to engage during the discussion session later. We will now begin with the presentation segment. Each participant will be given around 1 minute. We shall start with Indonesia. Mardia, you may begin.
First, thank you to our chairperson, Ainu Mardia. Hi everyone, today I would like to share my part of the field trip planning. Okay, so for my part, I suggest Indonesia as our field trip destination. The trip is an educational study tour. So the main focus is learning, culture exposure, and visiting educational institution. For me, Indonesia has a strong education system and I suggest visiting State University of Jakarta to observe and compare different teaching methods. The date I suggest will be from 20 to 25 February 2026, around 5 days and 4 nights during the semester break. The budget is around 2,500 ringgit per person, so I think it's acceptable for students. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Mardia for the comprehensive presentation on Indonesia. I would like to know how is the Indonesia field trip educational rather than purely touristic?
Thank you, Ainul, for question. It's educational because the focus is on visiting educational institution and learning about Indonesia education system and culture, not just sightseeing.
So in summary, this destination clearly emphasizes cultural development and hands-on learning experience. Okay, we will now continue with the report from Brunei. Nadia, you may proceed.
Thank you, Ainul. So, education is not only about what we learn in classroom, but also about what we experience beyond them. So today, I would like to present my proposal academic field trip through Brunei Darussalam. The objective of the trip is to provide students with exposure Brunei's Islamic education system, religious institution, and the management of Islamic affairs, while also experience Brunei citizen Islamic culture. The proposed trip will take place from 23 February to 28 February 2026, covering 6 days and 5 nights. This duration allows sufficient time for academic visit, learning activities, and cultural exploration. This experience so comfortable for students. Throughout the trip, students will visit key institutions such as the Islamic Propagation Center and Sultan Sharif Ali Islamic University or UNISA, and iconic mosque, which is Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin. This visit aim to strengthen student academic understanding and promote cultural engagement between Brunei and Malaysia. The estimate cost per participant is 2,600, which is include transportation, accommodation, meals, entrance fees, and other logistical expenses. We are committed to maintaining a reasonable budget while ensuring the quality and educational value of the program. That's all for me. Thank you.
That was a good point idea, but I have a question. Could you explain what can students gain from visiting Sultan Sharif Ali Islamic University or UNISA?
Of course. So, a student can gain valuable academic, cultural, and personal insights by visiting the Sultan Sharif Ali Islamic University, which is or UNISA. Including exposure to Islamic higher education, students also learn how Islamic knowledge is integrated with contemporary disciplines such as economics, law, education, and information technology, reflecting a balanced approach between tradition and modernity. And also, students gain direct exposure to Brunei citizen Islamic culture, academic ethics, and campus life, thus fostering intercultural understanding and mutual respect. Do you understand, Nashira?
Yes, Nadia, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you Nadia for your clear and informative presentation on Brunei. Next, we will hear from Nashira. Nashira, please begin.
Thank you, Ayumardia, as a chairperson for today. All right, I will proceed. Today, I would like to present a proposal for an educational field trip to Singapore, especially Nanyang Technological University or NTU. The choice is made because Singapore, located near Malaysia, which means does not require a visa for Malaysian citizens and offer disciplined environment for learning. Other than that, NTU is one of the top ranked university in Asia, well known of their excellence in innovation, engineering, research, and technology. The main objective here to give students the opportunity to gain international academic exposure. Moreover, the purpose date for this trip is from 23rd to 7 to from 23rd to 27th of February 2026 during the Malaysian semester break, so it will not disrupt student academic at there. Other than that, this trip will conducted over 5 days and 4 nights includes campus tour academic activities and collaboration on innovation project. The estimate cost for this trip around 4,500 Malaysian ringgit per person. So, in conclusion, the purpose educational trip is expected to provide significant academic and cultural benefit to other participants. Thank you for your attention. Did anyone have any question?
I have a question. Will the students be visiting NTU for all 5 days or only on certain days? That's it.
Thank you, Inshira, for that question. Actually, it's no. The student will visit NTU for about 2 days only. Another day will be used for visiting tourist interaction. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Nashira for your well-structured presentation on Singapore. So, we will now continue with the report from Japan. Inshira, you may proceed.
Okay, thank you, Ainul. For me, the most suitable destination for the study trip is Japan, as Japanese education Japanese education incorporates cutting-edge technology and encourage respect for others. The country emphasizes discipline, punctuality, and strong educational culture, which provides an excellent model for students. We can visit the University of Tokyo, one of the top and prestigious university in Japan, to learn more about their education system. The date I propose is 29th March to 3rd April 2026, which is 6 days and 5 nights. It is one of the best times to visit Japan as it is at the spring. It is in the spring at that time. So we can also enjoy the view of cherry blossoms while being there. In terms of budget, as I stated before in my email, I estimate around 5,000 ringgit to 6,000 ringgit per person, including the needs there like food. It may sound a bit excessive, but I think it's worth it. Also, this is still an estimate. We can recalculate to save more money. That's it from me. Do you have any questions?
I would like to ask a question to Inshira. Do you think 6 day and 5 day are enough?
Thank you, Maria. In my opinion, it is enough. We just need to organize our schedule wisely so that we can spend our time there in the best possible way. That's
Okay, thank you Inshira for your insightful presentation on Japan. So thank you everyone. As the chairperson, I will now present Australia as one of the proposed destination for our educational field trip. The trip will focus on two major academic cities, which visit to the University of Sydney and the University of Melbourne, both well known for excellent higher education, research and cultural diversity. The proposed dates are 10 to 17 December during the semester break, ensuring that students can participate without affecting their academic commitments. The duration of the program is 8 days and 7 nights, with an estimate cost of 6,500 ringgit per participant, which is include flight, accommodation, transportation, meals, and entrance fees. In conclusion, Australia offers a balanced and meaningful educational experience, combining academic exposure, research and innovation, as well as a safe and well-structured travel environment. Therefore, Australia is a strong contender for an academic enriched educational field trip. So before we proceed to the next agenda item, does anyone have any question of the Australia field trip proposal?
Ainul, I'm very interested in the educational field trip to Sydney and Melbourne. So, regarding the leisure activities during the trip, what activities will be carried out while the students are there?
Thank you, Nadia. So the leisure activities include guide city tours and cultural exploration in Sydney and Melbourne. So it is balanced with our academic visits. Okay, thank you for the question and feedback. With all 5 countries now presented, we will proceed to evaluate and identify the most suitable destination for our final educational field trip recommend. Have anyone any suggestion?
Ainul, I would like to give my suggestion or to opinion, which is, firstly, Japan's investment in research, innovation, robotics, engineering, and environmental studies offers broader learning opportunities compared to the other countries. And secondly, Japan is also known for being safe, organized, and student friendly, which is essential for academic field visits.
Yes, that's right, Nadia. As I said earlier, Japan offers a comprehensive balance between advanced technology, cultural heritage, and academic excellence. And if we are going to Japan, we as students are able to observe how traditional values coexist with modern development, creating a rich and meaningful cross-cultural experience. So I really think that Japan is the best choice for our study trip. What do you all think?
That's a very good point. I agree with you guys.
Okay, so thank you Nadia and Inshira for your comments and well support suggestion the suitable of Japan as our educational field trip destination. Based on the collective feedback presented just now, it is clear that Japan offer the strongest overall educational value compared to the other countries. If there are no objection, Japan will be officially recorded as the chosen destination. Okay? So, before we officially close the meeting, we have one final matter to address, which is the selection of participant, duration, time, and budget for the educational field trip to Japan. Firstly, what you guys think to suggest how many participants can join?
Can I answer your question, Ainul? I
Okay.
think I'm planning to have around 20 participants, include a teacher as the group leader. What do you think?
Uh, I'm agree with you. So I think it's suitable to 20 participants. So next, what is the purpose duration of the trip?
Let me answer this question. In my opinion, the most suitable duration for this trip is 5 days and 4 nights, which include visit university and make various activities around Japan.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So next, we need to select the trip plan. How you guys think?
I have a suggestion for the date. The new date I suggested is 9 August to 30 August 2026, which is during the semester break and will not interfere with our studies. Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, I think it's the suitable time to the trip plan. So lastly, what is the estimate budget per participant?
I think 5 days, 4 nights. I prefer 5,000 because the proposed budget for the academic trips to Japan is reasonable and realistic. What do you think?
Okay, that's good. Thank you everyone for your cooperation in conclude the final arrangement for our educational field trip to Japan. I would like to thank everyone for your active participation and valuable contribution to this meeting. So all decisions discussed including the selected destination and proposed arrangement will be recorded in the meeting. Okay. With that, this meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.